Hello, hello, my beautiful soul tribe. Happy Valentine's Day to you guys. I love y'all so very much. And whether you're single or you're cuffed up with somebody, I just hope you're having a beautiful day of love, love of self above all else, right? Love of self, and loving on each other. So yeah, happy Valentine's Day. This is gonna be a Valentine's Day reading. But not everybody has a Valentine. I know I don't have one today, and I'm not going to be sad about it, right? So I want to do a reading about loving on us. How can we show ourselves more love today? Whether someone's showing you love or you're showing another love, let's talk about how we can love us. All right, and how the universe loves us. Actually, that's what spirit. So we're going to talk about our love and the with for the universe and the universe's love for us. Okay, that's what we're going to focus on today for our Valentine's reading. I almost did like a love connection reading, but I was like, when I was pulling and asking spirit what kind of energy it would be, unrequited love came up, and I was like, no, I think we'll go somewhere else with that. Okay, I'm not trying to look at that. I'm not of today of all days, right? Okay, so let's just get started. Thanks for being here. I love you. Please like, share, or subscribe. And yeah, let's see what we get from spirit today. We're gonna start with this deck. Universe has my back, and see how the universe is loving on us today, or how can we love on ourselves more today. Okay, here we go. Father God, Holy Spirit, beautiful archangels, ancestors, higher beings. Thank you for this beautiful day of love. Thank you for this opportunity to love on my collective. Thank you for these messages of love that you're about to bring forward for us. We're just so grateful for you. Thank you, Spirit. Father God, thank you. Archangel Michael, please put a white light of divine protection around my energy, the energy of the collective, the energy of this reading. Thank you. Archangel Raphael, please clear and connect our heart chakras. Help us to keep our heart chakras open to that beautiful healing energy of the universe. Thank you. Thank you, ancestors. All right. Amen. All right, universe. What does the divine universe want to say to us today? And this day of love, of loving on self, loving on those around us. What do you want us to know here, Spirit? What do you want us to know? I am unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow. And true healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. Wow. So however you're feeling today, it's okay, collective. Okay, however you're feeling. If you're being triggered by today, or if you're just flying high and super, excited about this day. Whatever, you don't have to apologize for how you're feeling, right? Be unapologetic about what you desire even. And personally what I'm desiring is growth and healing in my life. So I'm putting all of my focus on that growth and that self-love, learning how to nurture myself, to love myself, to forgive myself and accept all about who I am, just accept every part of myself, okay, is very important for the healing process, okay? But it says true healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. I've been going through that personally too. I've been kind of purging old emotions. These last few days I've had my little crying spells and releasing some stuff, and it feels good to let that out. And it feels good to be vulnerable and allow myself to be vulnerable, to feel how I feel despite the circumstances of things. Right? Even you're allowed to feel however you feel, no matter what. No matter what anybody else may think or say or feel, you can feel how you feel. And the universe is giving you permission. If you want to cry, cry. If you want to laugh, laugh. If you want to scream, scream. If anyways. So that's what Spirit's saying for us. Instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good of all. That's on the bottom. So that talks about letting go of expectations of how you expect something to be, right? Not trying to force something to be what you want it to be, but just allow things to flow, whether it's relationship or you know, just your own personal energies of self-love. You know, letting go of expectation, you know, negative expectation or control, letting go of control. Whatever's meant to be will be, and having that acceptance that that's the truth. Okay? And in the meantime, pray for the highest good of all, right? No matter what that may look like. It may look like what you want it to look like, but it may not, and you've got to be willing to accept that, right? That spirit is in control always and forever. And yeah. Okay. So anyways, let's go to some more energies. Let's see. We're going to read out of the book for the collective's energies today. What is my collective's energy on this day? Okay. The art of seduction. Okay, let's talk about that. It is Valentine's Day, right? So you changes. It's a 14, which is a 5, which speaks about changes in you know, perception, changes in your heart, changes in certain relationships could be going on here. But it's beautiful. It's an energy of love, womanhood, passion, and seduction. We see an elegantly dressed couple, the woman close to the man as she whispers something in his ear. Is she talking about love? What kind of secrets is she telling him? In her red jeweled gown, the woman is aware of her powers of seduction. She uses her femininity, beauty, and passion. She tempts all of his senses, from the scent of a fragrant bloom to a soft touch on his cheek. There is incredible power in her gentle words and delicate caress. This is speaking about, you know, loving one another. This is speaking about divine feminine. This is speaking about, you know, using your feminine energy, your power of seduction, of femininity, using it in a high vibrational way, right? Not a controlling way, not to manipulate and control or to get what you want, but in a way of empowering, in a way of loving, in a way of feeling empowered, feeling loved, right? Is kind of what I'm getting from this energy. So the art of seduction, being wise with how you wield this power of seduction. Okay? What are you telling your lover? Right? Are you complaining? Are you criticizing? Are you manipulating to get something, what you want? That's karmic energy. Or are you in your divine feminine energy and you're over here encouraging and speaking truth? Speaking life into your lovers, right? And if you're not safe to speak life into your lover, then maybe it's time to go through the change, because that may not be the lover that's meant for you in your divine feminine energy. Okay, if you feel like there's, or maybe, you know, you feel like the masculine has been doing that seductive energy. I don't know. It's all about, what I'm getting here, it's about the safety to be able to use your feminine energy in an empowered way. Not in that energy of karmic seduction, karmic manipulation. Okay? Anyways. Let's see here. We might get into a relationship, because this is a relationship energy that's coming up. Whether this is one that you're healing over, or you're healing you could be in the process healing this connection with someone, or you could be in the process of, some of y'all, I feel like you're healing yourself, right? But your spirit is whispering in this masculine's ear at this time. Right, it's like he's seduced by you, whether you're in contact with him or not. He's getting these messages, these whispers, these whispers of love from you, divine feminine, is what I'm seeing with this. Okay, so anyways, I'm excited to see where this goes. We might actually be looking in a relationship. I feel like the way to love on yourself, what Spirit was saying in the beginning, was to trust in the universe, trust in the goodness for all involved. Okay, be in that energy of unconditional love. No matter what you may be healing in regards to masculine energy, okay, still pray for the highest good for all, even those who may have harmed you or offended you or hurt you in the past, okay? And however you're feeling about what you're having, what triggered you into your healing here when it comes to relationship, however you're feeling, it's okay to feel that, right? For example, if someone has hurt you and you should hate this person, you should, be sending ill will and negative intention towards or negative energy towards a person because they harmed you and they hurt you, and you're crazy if you still love this person. Why are you even, feeling anything about this person, right? Allow yourself to feel what you need to feel. Don't let your ego lead the way, Spirit's telling me. Okay? Doesn't mean you're going to be with someone, but if you miss someone, if you love someone and you don't understand why you feel that way, it's okay to allow yourself to feel it. Or on the other end, if you're angry and you want to feel anger towards someone, if you're still hurt, then that's okay. Feel those feelings, because those feelings are telling you that they're still healing. They're still healing within self that you're going through, and that's okay too. I feel like with healing, with true healing comes full acceptance, right? When you know that you've truly healed over something, that's when you can cry over, you can feel how you feel if you miss someone, if you're hurt by someone, if you love someone, whatever your feelings are, you can cry or smile as you remember something of that person, no matter if there's like pain between you, right? It's like you get to the point where in the moment you just allow yourself to feel what you feel, but you're in full acceptance of what it is, right? You're not trying to control an outcome. You truly wish someone, whoever, the people that you've had to leave behind even in the past here, things, the ones that you've had to be triggered about and heal over, right? You can wish those people the highest good, right? You're not letting your pain wish the worst on situations, right? Or you're not, every karmic justice is real, but we should not wish for karmic justice. We should not wish for someone to get their karma, for example, right? We should just release and accept and allow the universe to do its thing. Okay, we should remove ourselves from the equation and know that it's not in our control anyway. So we should focus on healing ourselves, remembering the good times that we shared with those who may have harmed us or hurt us in the past. Remembering not just the negative times, but the good times too, right? Remembering to love one another, but to love ourselves enough to allow ourselves to feel however we feel in whatever moment we find ourselves in, okay? But let's read out of the book for overall energy today. We got 2 of them. Okay, I haven't seen these ones yet. Let's see what... Oh, we got 3. This one fell out too. Okay, let's read these 3 energies and see where they're going. Let's see what these are. All right, so this first one is the harvest. Okay, and so we are in a time of harvest, collective. It's time to be rewarded. It's time to focus on your blessings. Focus on your rewards. Okay, the fruits of your labor. So this says the harvest is a rune of plenty and abundance, often associated with the color green. And green is associated with healing energy, right? Archangel Raphael. Some of its meanings could be rewards, the fruits of our labor, self-sustenance, good fortune, self-employment, education and gaining of knowledge, having needs met, good karma, abundance, the benefits of believing in yourself. So this is the energy that through our healing process we've achieved, or wherever you're at on the timeline. This is the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, okay? And that rainbow is this beautiful rainbow bridge of healing that we all have to cross, okay? In order to get into the harvest, in order to understand even the harvest, right? But that's really beautiful energy. Let's see what this other one is saying. The rings, OMG. That says the rings. The rings is a rune with a very tying, bonding feel to it, typically associated with the color gold. Wow. This is talking about the harvest between you and your masculines. Divine feminine. This is divine feminine, divine masculines. No matter what the situation is looking like in the physical between you guys, understand your spirits are communicating. Whether you're together in the physical or not, your spiritual selves are already together, okay? And your higher self, your spirit self, is whispering into this masculine's physical 3D psyche self, whispering this. It's like you're seducing your masculine in the spirit realm, okay, is what I'm seeing here. But not in a negative way. Like, you truly are wishing your masculine, you're praying for your masculine. You've released your masculine. You've released putting these unrealistic expectations on how he's got to be, right? It's not even about being together. It's about the process of the healing. It's about hoping and praying that you both are able to cross that rainbow bridge, right? That you're both able to heal, okay? And it's not about being together as much as it is knowing that your spirits are in union and that you're both going to make it there. You're both going to make it, I'm hearing. But let's read about the rings. So it says, this represents circumstances that involve others, two things or people, interacting with others. This and that equals something new. Partners, friendships, the bonds between two subjects, shared interests, the result of a partnership, a new bond forming or an old bond breaking. Wow. Well, look, we're going to have to dig into this energy a little bit more with the cards, but let's see what this last one says. The woman. This one represents the woman, and it's a feminine rune associated with brownish tones. Some of its meanings could be traditional female roles, traditional female characteristics, healing, a person who practices healing professionally, the home, creativity and passion, nurturing and caring for someone, motherhood and subtleness and softness. So this is definitely your energy, divine feminine. You are okay. You're in this energy. You're in this harvest, baby, because you're healing. Okay, and your masculine is it's like you're, because of your healing. This is what I'm getting. I don't know. I don't think you guys are currently together. Okay, but you could be. But I feel like your healing of your process of healing is seducing this masculine. It's like it's seducing him into his awakening. This is a bond that can't be broken. These rings are connected by a center loop. That center loop is divinity, okay? You guys may not actually be together, but you're connected because of that center ring, which is the divine, which is your higher selves who is always in union with one another. Right now it's time. Okay, so it's time for harvest. And it's the divine feminine who's harvesting because of her healing is what I'm seeing. And as you're collecting your harvest, divine feminine, this divine masculine is being seduced by this powerful feminine energy. Okay? It's almost like this divine feminine energy is seducing the masculine away from the karmic feminine energies. Remember in the beginning, Spirit was explaining what was like when you're in your karmic seductive energy versus your divine feminine seductive energy. That's what's going on. We have a masculine who's awoken or is awakening to his divine feminine. Okay, he's watching her harvest from healing. It's like he's understanding this connection. Despite the physical part of this connection, he's seeing this. He's understanding the spiritual part, what this means spiritually, and so you understand this, divine feminine. He's looking at you in this womanhood energy here. Okay. So yeah, let's look at y'all's relationship actually. Then, okay, let's go ahead and pull some energies here. Where do I need to start? Spirit. Okay. Let's talk about this connection. A message, yes, there's definitely a message being passed back between you guys. Okay? It says, I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. So you guys aren't together in the physical, but you guys are communicating spiritually, and you're both, I feel like you're both seducing one another, honestly. But it says you may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. And that blessing is this harvest energy, this recognition of you, divine feminine, this energy of creativity and healing and womanhood. This is divine feminine energy. This is basically explaining to me, it's like a divine masculine waking up, okay, who is receiving a message, being seduced by your divine feminine energy away from a karmic feminine energy, or even a perception of how they see the feminine form. And it's got something to do with watching you harvest in your healing, trying to gain understanding. Okay, you may not always understand why things happen, but there is always a higher purpose. So whatever happened between you guys here in the past, it's to get you to the harvest. Okay, it's to get you both across that rainbow bridge, that bridge of healing. Okay, Spirit saying, close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances that you currently find yourself in. So regardless of if you're together or not together, if you're missing this masculine, if you love this masculine despite all common sense, your heart is telling you that you love this masculine, allow yourself to love this masculine. Don't let your ego, divine feminine, okay, or the hurt, the pain of whatever happened between you two, close your spirit down. I'm not saying run and be with this masculine in the physical. If he's not physically there yet, right, you got to keep your boundaries strong and focus on your self-love. But spiritually, in regards to heart connection, if you love this masculine, allow yourself to love this masculine. Don't close yourself off behind an energetic wall, because that's going to create delays and blockages, right? Even more than what you've already experienced, right? It's like, allow your heart to be open. Even if you can't whisper to this masculine and tell him, right, in the physical, how you're feeling, allow your heart and your higher self to do the speaking for you, Spirit's saying, and trust that the universe is going to have your back. Be unapologetic about what you desire. Focus on what you desire, okay, and it will grow. But at the same time, you got to understand that you got to let go of an outcome. Don't pray for it to be the way you want it. It's almost like saying, well, I want this masculine to do A, B, C, or D, or I'm not gonna, it's never gonna work, whatever, right? When you're praying about this or thinking about this, don't focus on, oh, well, he's got to do A, he's got to do B, he's got to do C, or no, right? Instead, say something to yourself in your heart like, you know what? I love my person, and I pray for the highest good. I pray for his healing. I pray for his awakening. I pray for his understanding. I pray for him to be his best version of himself, his healed self. Don't pray that, oh, I got to be with him, but pray for his healing, right? That's how you love somebody. That's unconditional love. It's like, I only love him if we're together, or I only love him if he's doing what I want him to do. That's karmic energy. No, I love this person regardless of what it looks like in the physical, regardless of how he may see himself at the time, regardless of how he may even see me at the time. My spirit, my soul says I love this person. So I'm going to allow myself to love this person. And I'm going to pray for the highest outcome, for all, the highest good. And the highest good will always be healing. Always be understanding of love, right? Forgiveness, peace among each other. So that's what Spirit's saying. Focus on just pray, keep your heart open, focus for the highest good here. The message is being received. Look, she's whispering in his ear. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. And this masculine, I feel like, even though he's acting like he don't hear you possibly, or he's not seeing the messages, he's getting the message. I feel like he's the one that's saying, I'm thinking of you at this very moment. Maybe you're whispering this to him too, right? But it's got to do with like this harvest. And this is a bond that cannot be broken, no matter what it looks like in the physical. This is a spiritual bond that will never be broken. And I feel like it's all happening in order for this masculine to turn his head and look you in the eyes. Something that he's not been able to do up to this point. okay? Because he's been in his own ego, his own lower self, unhealed trauma, okay? And so it takes time for both parties to be able to awaken and grow through those things and heal. And sometimes it's you know, if you guys aren't together, it's because you both needed space to be able to get on the journey, right? To be able to recognize what's needed for self on the journey. Because if you stayed together, you would have made each other the focus, whether it was blame gaming or putting yourself below to put that person higher, right? You would have been it would have been detrimental to self on both parts. So there's a separation that has occurred here, but it's to get you on the path. You may not have understood at the time. Your ego could have been, you know, controlling the narrative at the time, but I feel like divine feminine, you've risen above that ego perception. Okay? And so you are in this energy of harvest. You are in this divine feminine energy. You're recognizing this is an unbreakable bond regardless of what the physical circumstances may be, and you are not expecting it to be one way or another. I feel like you're focusing on your love of self, and that's exactly, you know, the what spirit wants you to do. Okay, you're allowing yourself to feel your emotions, right? You got, that's on the bottom. It says emotions are natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. Okay. And I feel like that's speaking of the ego self, right? When we're too caught up in the pain or you know, the egoic self, and we forget about that divine unconditional loving accepting part of ourselves, our perception becomes distorted. But it says in order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. And I feel like that could have been on both of y'all's part, you know, part of the process. You both being able to let go of resentment from your past pain, whether it's past pain from childhood trauma or past pain that you've caused one another. You know, the release of the resentment is key, is a key to forward movement here. And just remember that you are each other's beloved. Y'all love each other. No matter if y'all have met in this physical realm or separated in the physical realm, or if you're still together, you're each other's beloved. Spiritually, it's a connection. There is no break in those rings, right? Though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. Okay? So that's what I'm seeing for this connection I'm tapping into. You guys are definitely, you know, still connected with one another in the spiritual, okay? Even though there's physical, you're physically apart. Spiritually, you're always united. Spiritually, you guys are actually in very beautiful energy of harvest, and it's like being empowered by this divine feminine energy for healing. So it's actually really, really beautiful. Okay, so let's just go ahead and dig a little bit more. So there's a separation here that was needed for you in this masculine. And so let's see why. In your energy, divine feminine, why was this separation? What was the energy that divine feminine was needing to conquer? Yeah, the way you were viewing your relationship goals, maybe the expectations you have about what does it mean to be in a relationship, what does love look like, whatever that may have been. It has to do with your perception around love and relationship goals. That was what you were needing to conquer. What about this masculine? This could also be representing your self-love, right? Being able to put yourself first, divine feminine. And understand that the relationship goals that make you feel loved should be, those things should be met in your relationship. And if they're not met in your relationship, then you know, there's an issue of a power struggle, and it's okay to step away. If your relationship goals are not met, then you're not feeling loved or fulfilled in that relationship. And so I feel like instead of adjusting your boundaries over and over just to hold on to a relationship, you had to take your power back, stand up for yourself, get in that energy of self-love, and evaluate what you expect from a relationship, and if those things were being fulfilled or not being fulfilled. Okay. What about your divine masculine? What is he having to conquer? Yeah, looking for you, searching, what he's been searching for, which is what he's realizing. He's seeing you, divine feminine. Okay. Always searching, right? He's always looking for you. Even when he had you, he was still looking for you. He wasn't seeing you, divine feminine. So he had to conquer this energy of feeling like he was always fishing, always searching. That says fishing. Look, he's got a pole. He's on the lighthouse. He's got a pole. He's got a big fish on his pole, which was you, divine feminine, at one time. But he wasn't aware. He wasn't awoken. He didn't see it. He didn't understand it. He was in his karmic energy. So he wasn't able to fulfill certain relationship goals in regards to you. He wasn't able to if y'all have already been together in this lifetime, because you're apart physically, so y'all could have already, I feel like you've already come into contact and had a separation here, right? It's because he was continuing to search. Instead of fulfilling these relationship goals with you, divine feminine, he was feeling triggered by you, okay? He wasn't seeing you as the divine feminine. He wasn't recognizing this spiritual connection, and he continued to search. Even though he had his perfect fish on the line, right? He continued to fish instead of meeting these relationship goals. And so there was a separation that was needed. That's why it was about your self-worth, your self-love, and what you were willing to accept from this masculine. It's like I would tell my daughter all the time, we teach people how to treat us. We teach people how to love us. But when we're accepting less than what makes us feel loving, then we're teaching those people that that's okay. And then we're never going to be fulfilled. So we have to stand up for ourselves, right? And through our boundaries, through setting relationship goals from the, and not saying, oh, you got to do A, B, C, or D, or I'm going to love you, or I'm not going to love you. It's not about that, okay? It's about finding ways to communicate clearly what make our love language. Communicate clearly your love language, and if that, with one another. Okay, and if that's not being met, then have the strength to teach this person or whoever it is that you're trying to communicate your love language, your expectations for self. Teach them like that you're not gonna, you're not the one. You're not gonna be the one that's gonna sit around and give and lose your own self just to be in a relationship, right? Maybe this masculine's used to dealing with karmics that would do that. They would be okay with losing themselves. Maybe you were like that with him in the past even. But you woke up and realized, I will not lose my own self just to be in a relationship, because then the rest of my life I will be walking around unfulfilled, right? With that, in that unrequited love energy. Doesn't mean you don't love one another, but I feel like the chemistry was off between you guys, because the clear communication of what made you feel love and what made them feel love, something was missing in that, okay? So this masculine continued to search outside of this relationship, and you had to stand in your power to teach. So you've had to teach this masculine what it means to love you, and that you're not going to budge on your relationship goals. And it's not that it's not because you don't love him, it's because you love yourself. And if he's gonna love you, he's gonna have to step up to that same level, and that you love yourself in, right? So, but he didn't do that in the past. He just continued to search, is what I'm seeing. And so that's why it had to, because he was guarded. He was in this energy of being guarded, and you were in this energy of divine love. And now he's seeing that. He couldn't see that before, divine feminine. But now that you're harvesting from the healing that you've done, he's starting to see your divine feminine energy, which was always there. Okay? Before, this masculine may have compared you to all these other karmics that were seducing him. But now he's seeing the difference between you, the karmic feminine energy, and the divine feminine energy. Okay? And that you're not going to budge on your relationship goals. You're not going to budge on your love of self. You're not gonna allow this masculine to be part of your path in this energy of being guarded and searching, right? He's gonna have to match you in this energy or you're okay being on your own, because you know that there's nothing that can break y'all's connection. You can still love him whether he's in your physical location or not. Your heart still loves this masculine. You still cry over him. You still laugh about him. Yes, you miss him, I feel. But your heart is still open, and you still feel your love for him, which was what it was always about. It wasn't ever, right? It's about your love for him and his love for you, and you're fulfilled, and you know that you love him. You know that you've given 100% of your divine self to this person. And just because the physical situation changes between y'all doesn't mean that your heart changes, right? Because you truly are divine feminine. You truly are unconditionally loving of this person. And so you allow yourself to feel what you feel, and you've let go of the outcome. You pray for this masculine is what I'm seeing. And it's not because it has to be one way or the other. It's because you love him and you want to see him rise above this energy, come out of this protective, always looking for love energy, okay, is what I'm seeing. So let's see where you're both at currently energetically, okay, on the path. Not in relationship to one another, but just in relationship to your healing journey, right, and to your self-love. Let's see where you're at with that divine feminine. Where's divine feminine at with that self-love energy, that healing journey energy? Where's divine feminine at energetically, please, Spirit? Yeah, you're in the truth, baby. Yeah, you're thinking about what's true, and you're seeing truth, okay? You've been doing a lot of deep thinking about this, contemplation, but you're realizing the truth that you love this masculine, and that's okay. You've let go of your ego and allowing your ego to run your pain, okay, from past hurt with you and this masculine. And you're in this Ace of Swords contemplation, so you're realizing you're thinking about what's true for you. You're coming out of your ego, you know, keeping you in the pain of it all, and you're allowing yourself to love and accept that. You're just accepting that you love this person, and that's okay, despite what it looks like in the physical. Where's this masculine at on his journey of recognition? Okay, so he could be in a new relationship right now, or starting some type of new business. He's definitely got something new going on with the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. But he's still guarded. He's still searching, right? You're in this energy of divine love, you know, self-love, relationship goals, truth, and you know, doing a lot of deep thinking and reflection about what is true for you. This masculine, he's focused on some of them, I'm gonna have to clarify this Ace of Pentacles, but it's like something new in the physical world, right? So either a new relationship, could be a new child, could be a new business, right? But I feel like he's still guarded and searching. This is the energy that he's gonna have to overcome, being guarded and continuing to look for that fish that was already on his line. I feel like he's recognizing, he's getting some type of recognition, but it's coming in as okay, let me see. Give me one more. What is this Ace of Coins? Please, Spirit. What is the Ace of Coins? Okay, single. Independent. So, let me see. He may not be, he may have had a new relationship, divine feminine, after you know, he may have had a relationship, but I feel like he's becoming single. If he had a relationship after y'all broke up or whatever, he's separating himself from that relationship currently. Okay? He's making a decision to be single. Because I feel like he is becoming aware of this energy that Spirit's trying to Spirit's making him aware of this energy of him always searching and being guarded and having to go within and realize that his divine feminine's already on the fishing line here. He's already had his divine feminine. Okay? But he was guarded and kept searching, and he went towards a new relationship. So now he's being shown this, and he's deciding to be single and independent because he's watching you harvest through your healing. He's waking up to this connection and seeing you as the divine feminine is what I'm seeing, okay? So, yeah, let's just keep looking. All right, so tell me, What is Divine Feminine thinking about? When you're thinking, what are you thinking about? Yeah, the changes. You're making any changes necessary, Divine Feminine, for your spiritual growth, right? You're thinking about the Tower and all the changes that you've been through, and you know, you're trying to find the lessons, the understanding of why these towers have happened in your life, right? You're doing the inner reflection, and you're thinking about the changes in the towers that you've been through, and you're gaining a spiritual understanding, right? You're not letting anything or anyone, not even your divine masculine, stop your spiritual growth, right? Or hold you back on this path. So you're thinking about the towers. Let's see, what was this Ace of Pentacles? Okay, yeah, he's definitely releasing it. Something that was trying to keep him from moving forward, right? He's realizing that whatever this other relationship was, whatever this Ace of Pentacles was that this masculine invested in here after you, Divine Feminine, he's choosing to be single and independent from that because he's seeing that it was the Chariot in reverse, right? Something that was blocking his forward movement. So he's releasing that, okay? He's letting go of whatever that is. Tell me about Nine of Pentacles, independent energy. Okay, it could be a Queen of Wands he's releasing, right? That could be a karmic feminine energy that he's releasing, okay? That was seductive. There was like some type of sexual connection there, but no type of like spiritual connection. It was all based on the physical 3D, you know, sexual energy and you know, I feel like money ties and things like that, okay? So that's why he's choosing to be single. He's recognizing that he's been investing in this Queen of Wands karmic energy that was keeping him from moving forward, okay? You're thinking about this Tower. Maybe you're thinking, well, tell me about the Tower that Divine Feminine's thinking about. Yeah, you feel like this masculine, you know, I feel like you're thinking about, is he ever going to gain clarity or something, right? Whatever you've been praying about, okay? You're thinking about, you're trying to get clarity on this Tower. Why you guys needed to go through this separation, okay? You're coming up with the truth though. And you're praying this masculine sees the spiritual truth to this situation, right? It's like you're thinking about the clarity. And is clarity ever going to come in? And this masculine is thinking about being blocked. And these karmic feminine energies that he was choosing to continue to search for, right? That just made him build his walls higher. He's wanting to gain his independence from those energies that have kept him from moving forward, that have made him feel like he himself is karmic. Okay, what is the harvest? So there's a harvest coming in. What is the harvest? Yeah, okay. Justice, Divine Feminine, you're getting justice. You're right. This masculine didn't realize that you were actually, it's almost like he didn't see you as strong in the past, right? You're getting justice. There's the harvest is coming in for you. The harvest is whatever's going on, it's spirit, all right? It's like where you had to be strong in the past, you're no longer trying to be strong. That's even telling me like you're letting go of that ego self, Divine Feminine, and that's bringing in your justice, right? Your self that's scorned or hurt and just, you know, won't allow your heart to be open to the way you actually feel about this person, because your ego's telling you, well, that person hurt me, that person cheated on me, that person this, that person that, so I got to shut him completely out, right? I got to be strong. But you're releasing that. And you're allowing your spirit just to lead you. You're allowing your emotions to be what they are, okay? You're reflecting on the truth. You're reflecting on your part that caused towers in the situation even, okay? You're gaining clarity, and that's bringing in justice. And that's what's bringing in the harvest. Your harvest is balance. And you not having to always be strong. You can be vulnerable, Divine Feminine. So your vulnerability is what's bringing in this justice. Your ability to be vulnerable is bringing this in, right? You're not standing strong in your ego, but allowing yourself to be vulnerable and feel how you feel. despite the circumstances, okay? That's very important to this harvest, okay? What about this masculine? How is he bringing in the harvest for himself? Yeah, he's work. So he's focused on work right now, Eight of Pentacles. He's, whether it's actual like physical work or this is like him doing the the work of self, right? He's doing the work, Divine Feminine. This masculine is bringing in his harvest by doing the work, okay? Going through his awakening, yeah. In this partnership, okay? In teamwork. So this could be him being in partnership with his higher self, or either him wanting to come forward and offer you a partnership, Divine Feminine, wanting to work something out with you, okay? Wanting to be a team player now, wanting to clearly communicate and understand your relationship goals and what it is like. How does he be in this energy of divine love? It's like he understands something about, in order to get this understanding of divine love, he's got to he wants to know your relationship goals, because he knows that your relationship goals and the way that you love is equal to divine love. This and that equal something new, and that new thing is you both understanding and being in this energy of divine love, the starfish, right? So it's like he wants to come in and be a team player and work on something with you, because I feel like he's trusting that you're being vulnerable, where before you may have been like in your because you were hurt, you had your ego protecting you, and you were standing up and you were having to be strong. But you've been examining these towers and gaining clarity and coming up with the truth, and so that's allowing you to be vulnerable, because you're doing your inner reflection and you're in alignment with your higher self, this divine love. You're seeing this spiritual connection and the unbreakable bond, okay? This is you embodying your divine feminine energy, straight up. Let's talk about y'all's spiritual connection. Where should I go for that? Who are you guys in the spirit realm? No matter what you look like in the physical, what is their spiritual connection looking like in the spirit realm? Give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. So in the spirit realm, you guys are blessing one another. And so as above, so below. And it first happens in the higher plane before it manifests in the lower plane. So I feel like this is a union for you two. You're already union. You're already in union, but it's about to be manifested in the physical, because you're both realizing what you truly desire. You're coming out of ego, and you're allowing your higher self to speak. You're allowing your heart to speak. You're allowing yourself to be vulnerable. Okay? Spiritually, within yourself, you're accepting the vulnerability of self, and that's opening this situation up, is what I'm getting. Okay? So let's look at your goddess energy here, Divine Feminine, because I do got to get back to work here in a few minutes, y'all. But I like this reading. This has actually been pretty nice. Thank you, Spirit, for this Valentine's Day reading. I love this energy. Let's talk about Divine Feminine is goddess energy. Let's see how the masculine is perceiving this Divine Feminine. How is he seeing her? Queen Esther, the morning star. Yeah, he's seeing your ego. My ego is in service of my soul, and I trust my soul's divine timing. So he's looking at you, Divine Feminine, and he knows that because of the pain that has been caused between you two, because his lack of doing the work in the past, it had you in your ego, and your ego was your protector. And so you weren't being vulnerable with this masculine in the past, and he's realizing that the reason, it's almost like he was blaming you in the past for not being vulnerable, right? But he's recognizing the reason why you wasn't vulnerable is because your ego needed to protect you from him, because he was in this energy of guarded and searching. And so your higher self was allowing your ego to protect you, okay? And he's recognizing that you were not vulnerable with him in the past because of what he was doing over here with this searching, guarded energy, dealing with this karmic feminine that was blocking his path. So he's looking at you, recognizing that you are the morning star, and if you were rough with him, it's because he deserved it. You know what I'm saying? And he's praying to the divine, I'm seeing, for divine timing. He wants to put the work in. He wants a partnership with you. Okay? How does spirit see divine feminine? So that's how the masculine sees you. How is your spirit team looking at you and your divine feminine energy? Checkmate, you're the red lady. I am pure strength. I honor my anger by giving a voice to it. Spirit's telling you it's okay. You can be vulnerable and angry at the same time. That's where your strength is. Your strength comes in when you speak up, when you speak in clearly your relationship goals. You don't accept anything that doesn't fulfill you and make you feel loved, but you use your strength and your anger and you give a voice to it. That empowers you, divine feminine. You can be vulnerable, okay, and protect yourself at the same time. Maybe that's what you're also learning. You don't have to adjust who you are and what you expect from love to keep a relationship, but you know, you can be vulnerable and love this masculine, but make sure your boundaries are set all at the same time. You be empowered, okay? And so Spirit's telling you it's okay to speak your truth, and if you're hurt and you're angry, to speak those things out, to allow yourself to feel those things, but it's almost like don't let your ego overtake that though, and close your heart off, and don't lie to yourself about how you truly feel about your masculine. Don't close off and close down so bad because you're so angry. Give a voice to that anger, but also remember to be your vulnerable self. It's all about balance, right? Balance between your ego and your higher self is what makes you the divine feminine, okay? Balancing your anger and your love for this masculine is what's going to create the growth. And so you're pure strength. Spirit's seeing you as pure strength. And then you've got the diamond-hearted Dakini. Yes, keeping your heart open. I see the light in my own darkness. I face my ego beliefs to feel free. And so that's what you've been doing. You've been releasing the ego part, right? It's like you're finding the balance between your ego, your angry, protective part, and your higher self who is eternally connected and loves this masculine energy. You're the diamond-hearted Dakini. You're seeing the light through your own darkness even. Okay? That's why you've been looking at these towers and gaining clarity. You're vulnerable. This is why you can be vulnerable. You faced your own ego and now you're free. Now you're not run by the ego, but you're balanced. You're balanced by your ego. You can feel angry. You can feel hurt. You can feel however you want to feel, but you don't let it close you down. You don't lie to yourself because you're angry or you're hurt. You accept how you feel and allow yourself to feel how you feel. And it's not circumstantial. It's divine. Your feelings, you're in touch with your divine feelings. You're in touch with that unconditional divine love that will never be circumstantial. Okay, is what I'm seeing for you. Okay, so let's see what this masculine would like to see. Yeah, you're look what's on the bottom. Spirit said, look on the bottom. You're the warrior of light, divine feminine. It says, I have a still like faith in myself. The angels armor me with conviction. That's feel how you want to feel. Believe in yourself. Love yourself. Trust yourself, and allow you to feel how you want to feel. That's important. Okay, but let's see what messages this divine masculine wants to say to his divine feminine before we leave, okay? Because you're whispering in his ear. He's looking at you, divine feminine. He's seeing you as the divine feminine after he, has been looking and been going through all these karmic energies that had him guarded, had him protected. Now he wants to come in and do the work with his divine feminine, and he's recognizing her. He's seeing you. He sees your ego. He knows why that part of you has had to come out when it came to dealing with him, but he's also recognizing that you're not just the ego. You're the divine feminine. You are the balance. Justice is always going to be yours, divine feminine. Okay? He's recognizing your divine feminine energy. And he's recognizing that if he did meet your ego self, it was because of him being in this energy. So what does he want to say to this divine feminine? Like, what would he like this divine feminine to know, please? It all comes down to timing, divine feminine. And he wants you to know that no other compares to you. He loves you. And it's going to come down to divine timing when you both kind of get where you know, spirit needs you both to be when it comes to understanding and you know, ability to be in divine love. So it's all going to come down to divine timing. But he does want you, he may have told you this even, that no other compares to you, and you may or may not have believed him, right? But he's just reminding you that no matter what it looks like in the physical, our eternal bond, there is no other that will ever compare to you. There is no physical scenario that could ever break our spiritual bond. And we're here to learn and grow and you know, to be vulnerable in the physical. So spiritually, I want you to understand that no other compares to you. And I'm just waiting on the divine timing to come together in the physical. I'm waiting on the as above, so below to manifest, because I miss you. I'm hearing, I miss you. I love you. I cannot wait to be with you again. I'm still haunted by my actions, the actions when he was dealing with this karmic feminine. And he's more affected than he let on. He's more affected right now than he let on, okay? So he misses you. What else does he want to say to his divine feminine? No other compares to you, divine feminine. I want you. I love you. I want you. I miss you is what I'm hearing, okay? He wants you, even if it doesn't look like that in the physical at the moment. He wants you. I want to feel the way you, it says I want to feel that way again. Nobody compares to you. Nobody makes him feel the way you make him feel. He may have been seduced by some karmic energy, right? It was just sexual. It was never really truly fulfilling. He hasn't been fulfilled with anyone else because he's only got one divine feminine, and that's you. And so he's waking up and recognizing that no one can make him feel the way that you make him feel. Doesn't matter how sexy, rich, beautiful she may be. She's not you. Nothing compares to you, divine feminine. Doesn't matter what the karmic may promise him or any of that. And he's waking up to that remembrance, okay, of y'all's spiritual bond. What do you want to say to this masculine? My life is not together as it seems. Quit comparing yourself to me, divine masculine. I guess, I feel like he puts you on a pedestal, divine feminine, and it makes him feel like he's not good enough sometimes. It makes him insecure because he may look at you through these like rose-colored glasses like you're so perfect, and you're not. You know you're not. You know your life is, you're not all, you know, you're not. You don't want him to put you on this pedestal. Your life isn't together as it seems. You're struggling and to be vulnerable just like he is. You're struggling to heal just like he is. The only difference between you and him is that you have an understanding of this divine love. It's already a seed that you were born with here, right? Right? Because of your feminine energy. And so you guys are, you just want him to stop comparing himself to you, and you want to tell him you love him. I love you, okay? You don't have to be perfect, divine masculine. I love you. Quit comparing yourself and thinking that you're not good enough for me. I love you. Quit searching. You already found me. I love you. That's what I'm hearing. Let your guards down, divine masculine. I love you. Do the work for your soul and not for me. Not to be in connection with me, but because you know that your soul deserves to be in union with your higher self, because you know that you deserve love, that you deserve blessings and the highest form of life that you can give yourself. Quit settling for these karmic energies that have you guarded and protected, that always have you searching. Love yourself, divine masculine. Be vulnerable with yourself and those in your life, and that will lead you back to me. It's all coming down to timing. I'm starting to understand our connection. That's what's between both of y'all. You're both understanding y'all's connection. Okay? Is what I'm getting. In the past, the timing just wasn't right for you. Okay? And it's because you were both unhealed. You were both still moving out of your lower vibrational energy. Okay? You were both looking at relationship through 3D karmic perception. And so this separation's needed to get you on the rainbow bridge, to get you to the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, which is this energy of harvest, which is this union, understanding of your connection, which is this divine feminine energy. and y'all weren't ready when you were connected before. You both were not ready. It was a two-way street here. It wasn't one above another. Y'all might have been approaching this from different angles, divine feminine. You had to approach it through a self-love and trusting in the seed of divine love that you already have within yourself, not allowing karmic love and perception of love to implant the seed of the divine love that you already know is true. Okay? That's why you had to go down this journey of self-love. This masculine had to deal with always feeling like he was always looking for something and that he couldn't reveal himself or be vulnerable and allow himself to be vulnerable, right? Feeling like, his insecurities were the truth about himself. Feeling like he had to compare himself to others or even the divine feminine. That's what he had to deal with. You both are remembering the details of that day. I feel like this is your breakup day. Whatever day that y'all broke up, you both remember every detail of that day. Okay? So let's just see what's going to happen between you two in the near future. Like, I don't know if I can get a timeline or not, but let's just see what's are you guys going to come back together in this actual lifetime or what? What's going to happen between these two? No. It's still going to be blocked, guys. As beautiful as this is, as beautiful as everything that you've gone through, this has been blocked. In the near future, it's still going to be blocked. I mean, I'm not the one that's going to get on here and lie to you, collective. If Spirit says it's blocked, then there's a reason. It's going to come down to divine timing. No matter how much you want to manifest this and you want it to be right now, it's a process. Okay, and it's not just your process, it's the process that your person's going through too. And until you're both where Spirit needs you to be, it will be blocked. But regardless of it being blocked on the physical, that's what Spirit wants you to understand. Keep your heart open to the love and allow yourself to be in that energy of love. And because in the spiritual, you guys are always connected. Okay, so in the physical, it's going to be blocked in the near future. Because it's still something. Tell me about the spiritual. So if it's blocked in the physical, what's going on in the spiritual realm with these two? Y'all have decided that you both need to take a solo journey in the physical, right? I feel like that was the decision your higher selves has made for you in the physical, both of y'all. Okay, you both need this solo journey. And just, you got to trust in your higher selves, trust in the divine that there's a reason this solo journey is needed in the physical. There's a reason why this needs to be blocked in the physical. But in the spiritual, you are in union. Okay? That's why they gave us all this beautiful energy before. I guess they brought this energy in, right? It's like Spirit set us up and gave us all this beautiful energy between you guys. And we talked about the love and all that and how you see one another and what you want from one another. But then they brought in the bad news. The news that maybe you didn't want to hear. It's not bad news, Spirit said. It's not bad news, but maybe it's news that's hard to swallow, hard to hear. Because you want to be in union in the physical, right? You want to manifest this in the physical, but there's a reason that your higher selves decided that this needed to take some time in the physical. It needed to be blocked, and you needed to be on your solo journey. Let's see what I can see. Let me see, Spirit. Okay, so let's see. So on the divine feminine's perception as to why this solo journey is needed, and this isn't coming into union in the physical. Why? What is it with the divine feminine here? You learning to be content in the outcome, divine feminine, releasing the outcome, right? Just praying for the highest good of all, okay? That's the energy Spirit wants you to be in, right? Learning how to be in contentment, regardless of if you're connected in the physical or not. This is how it's going to move forward quickly. It will become unblocked, but you got to learn the spiritual lessons and be content in the solo journey, okay? So letting go of codependent energy, right? Letting go of adjusting your relationship goals just to be in relationship with your masculine. Like, you've got to be empowered on your solo journey to get to the union energy. But it says you can learn to rest in what you already have and already are. Suddenly you remember, I'm right here resting in God, right? It's like, even if you're not in union together in this relationship in the physical, You have to be okay with that, divine feminine. Allow yourself to remember the joy, regardless of the physical connection. Allow yourself to feel how you feel, and be happy. I'm hearing, but be content, right? In whatever your situation you find yourself in this moment, be happy with that. Okay. What about the masculine? Why is he on a solo journey? What does he got to deal with? Yeah, his intentions. Okay, his intentions. Remember, in the past, his intentions were always looking for something, always being guarded, right? Not allowing his intentions to be known, his true intentions, his true feelings. So he's on a solo journey until he looks at his own intentions. It says intention is simply allowing the will and the mind to align and move in harmony. So knowing his heart and his mind. So he's going to have to come into that mind, body, and soul alignment still. But he is looking at you, divine feminine, and your harvest and your higher self whispering in the ear of his 3D self is helping him to achieve what he needs to achieve. I feel like that's why he's decided he's going to be single for a time. He's not moving forward with any other feminine energy right now, or that's what's about to happen. He's about to be single because he wants to work on you. He's working on himself to be because he wants this partnership with his divine feminine. But it says intention is simply allowing the will and the mind to align and move in harmony. May I always focus on the highest. My intention is that all God's wishes for me come true. So God's bringing him into an alignment with divine will, divine love at this time. And we know, I mean, you've been through it, divine feminine. You know that's a process. You know it's painful, but you also know that it's beautiful and it opens you up. And, you know, it's what's going to bring him out of being guarded and feel like he's always looking for something. He's coming out of this energy. He's looking at his intentions. He's coming into an alignment with the divine will, and he is doing the work. And it's because he's looking at you and he wants this partnership with his divine feminine. He wants this to be in the physical. He knows he's blocked because of this energy. So while you're both on this solo journey, Spirit's telling you just accept things as they are, divine feminine. Keep your heart open and loving because you are the divine love. You are the physical embodiment of the divine love for this masculine, no matter what it looks like, okay, in the physical. You know you love this masculine. Allow yourself to love him. Your life's not as together as what he thinks, right? He might be looking at you like you're Miss Perfect, but you know you're not. So allow yourself to be vulnerable so that he can understand that he doesn't have to be perfect either, that he can be vulnerable too, okay? But yeah, anyways, you guys, you're the warriors of light, and so this is really beautiful. Right now, you're both learning about self-sufficiency, whether it's self-sufficiency with emotion, self-sufficiency with your physical life, your spiritual life, whatever it is, this is what you're both learning on this solo journey. The ultimate self-sufficiency is relying on God. It doesn't mean hiding in a cave and saying, I don't need people. Instead, it's saying, God is my source, and I am willing to receive all the help, love, and support that comes to me. So not making each other the source of your divine love, right? Even though this love is special and you're in union, it's about you guys not trying to put each other in the place that God wants to be, that divine energy wants to be in your life, that self-sufficiency, that, you know, that's why I feel like contentment's important too. But yeah, it's like not putting each other, because you would, divine feminine, divine masculine, your love is divine love. It's special love. It's a love that surpasses any understanding of what the world perceives as love. So you would want to put each other on a platform, right? You would want to, you know, unconsciously depend on one another in a way where you should be depending on the divine, right? So maybe that's why this is happening. I don't know, but this is what I'm seeing. I got to go back to work. I'm going to be late. Yeah, just understand you're both enough and allow yourself to be enough, okay? Allow your innermost heart to do the speaking for you. Also, be vulnerable. It says the innermost heart says you are enough. Nowhere to go, nothing to get, nothing to change. No need to grow more deserving. You, yes, you are already loved. So you are already loved. You are already loved. Okay, anything that you're perceiving as changes that you may need to do, it's not about changing, it's about healing. It's about, and healing is about acceptance, right? And forgiveness. And forgiveness is acceptance. So it's all coming down to healing, awareness, acceptance, and vulnerability. And just allowing yourself to be enough, to be content, to be self-sufficient, and to be in alignment with your heart and your mind. Let your heart and your mind be in alignment and be in harmony. Allow yourself to feel how you feel. Give yourself permission to feel however you feel, and overcome your triggers, okay? I love you guys. Bye. Please like, share, or subscribe. Happy Valentine's Day.